Hi everyone, how are you all? Hope all are fine and doing great. Today I would like to deal with the lesson Adolf. It comes under Unit 2, Section 2. Clear? What's the name of the lesson? Adolf. Adolf is a beautiful story written by D.H. Lawrence. Children, before entering to the lesson, let me ask you some questions. Do you have pets in your home? Sure, most of you have pets in your home. Okay, what's your favorite pet? You may have rabbit, you may have your lovebirds, you may have puppy. Everyone, most of you have some pets in your home. Am I right? And who brought that pet to your home? Your father? Your brother? Or your friends? Okay, anyway, what was your reaction when your father or your brother or your friend, he carried that pet to your home? Yes, I'm sure you were very much excited and happy. Am I right? Yes, but what about your mother's reaction that time? Mother was happy that time. Most probably mother was not at all happy. Why? She has her own reasons. Am I correct, my dear children? Okay. Before moving to the lesson, let me give you the new words. What are the new words given there? Children, can you see the blue bordered box here? Okay, in this box you have some new words. That new words you want to write in your notebook. Clear? The first word, a mere morsel. What's the first word? A mere morsel. What's the meaning given there? A very small rabbit. What's the next one? Enigmatically. Enigmatically means laughed in a mysterious way. What does it mean by mysterious way? Laughed by keeping something inside. Okay, something in the mind. Keep something in the mind and laugh upwards. Clear? Then pounced on. What does it mean by pounced on? Quickly went to the rabbit here. Quickly went to somewhere. Okay. Clamor of questions. What does it mean by clamor of questions? A lot of questions. Okay, next word, voice of condemnation. What does it mean by voice of condemnation? That's given here. A voice that did not approve of what father had done. That is in this context. And here we can see that someone is not happy with the voice of father. Okay. And outcry. What's mean by outcry? Strong reaction of sadness. Outcry. What's the next one? Testily. Testily. Irritably. Then sulked. Refused to make friends with and family. Refused to make sulked means refused to make friends with family. Okay, not ready to be mingle with anyone. Clear? Okay, these are the new words given there in this lesson. And shall we move to the lesson? Okay. And dear children, I told you the lesson's name, it is Adolf and it is written by D.H. Lawrence. D.H. Lawrence, he himself the narrator of the story. Who is the narrator? Who is telling the story? Here, the narrator's father one day carried a small rabbit, a dying little wild rabbit. After his job, when he come back, he came with a small, dying wild rabbit. Clear? That's the story. The story is about that rabbit and the name of that rabbit is Adolf. Clear? Okay, shall we move? Here is an extract from the charming story about a dying little wild rabbit introduced by a miner into his home to the delight of his children and despair of his wife. Will Adolf, the tiny wild rabbit, survive? Okay, here the author asks us whether this Adolf, the tiny rabbit, survived. I told you, Adolf, he is a small, dying little wild rabbit. Why it is called dying? He is going to die, not well, has some illness. Okay, and it is introduced by the M minor. Our authors, narrator's father, D.H. Lawrence's father, was a miner, and he carried that rabbit to his home, and he introduced that rabbit to his family, and the children all were very much happy and excited on this, but his wife was not at all happy with this. I told you may have some reasons. My father hastily poured out his tea. He went to pour it out into his saucer, but instead of drinking, he suddenly put something on the table among the teacups. A tiny brown rabbit, a small rabbit, a mere morsel, sitting against the bread, as still as if it were made thing. Listen, my father hastily poured out his tea. He came back after his job. Okay, he poured out his tea. He went to pour it out into his saucer. Okay, he poured his tea on his saucer. But instead of drinking, he suddenly put something on the table among the teacups. He kept something on the table among the teacups. A tiny brown rabbit. What was the thing? He kept something there. What was that? It was a tiny brown rabbit. A small rabbit. A mere morsel. What's the meaning of mere morsel? A very small rabbit. Okay, he kept a very small rabbit among the teacups. Sitting against the bread, as still as if it were a made thing, he kept it among the table, and that small rabbit, he was sitting like a non-living thing. He was sitting as still as if it were a made thing. What is meant by made thing? Non-living thing. Clear? A rabbit, a young one. Who gave it to you, father? Oh, children all were very much excited and they asked many questions related to that. A rabbit, a young one. Who gave it to you, father? But he laughed enigmatically. Father was not at all very much happy. He laughed enigmatically. He kept something inside and laughed outwardly, with a sliding motion of his yellow-grey eyes, and went to take off his coat. Okay, he just made a laugh. He pounced on the rabbit, and we pounced on the rabbit. What is meant by pounced? That I gave here, pounced. Can you see? Quickly went to the rabbit. They quickly went to the rabbit. Is it alive? Can you feel its heartbeat? Is it alive? Can you feel its heartbeat? And the children are excited and they asked, is it alive? Is it a living thing? Can you feel the heartbeat of this? My father came back and sat down heavily in his armchair. He came back and he sat in his armchair. He dragged his saucer to him and blew his tea. He started to have his tea. Pushing out his red lips under his black mustache, and he pushed the cups under his black mustache. Okay. Where did you get it, father? And children, they couldn't stop their excitement. They asked many questions. Father, where did you get it? Okay. I picked it up, he said, wiping his naked forearm over his mouth and beard. He said, picked it up, he said, wiping his naked forearm over his mouth and beard. He just wiped his beard and mouth with his arm, with his naked forearm. This is naked forearm. Okay. Where? The children, they couldn't stop their excitement. They again and again asking some questions. Where? It's a wild one, came my mother's quick voice. And that time, mother came there. I told you she was not at all happy with these things. That's a wild thing. That's a wild rabbit. Yes, it is. Then father said, yes, it's a wild rabbit. Then why did you bring it? Cried my mother. Mother, she was angry. She said, why did you bring it here again? It's a wild rabbit. Oh, we wanted it to come our cry. So this time the children, they did not like mother's words. They said, we wanted it, that is why. Yes, I have no doubt you did. Then mother got angry. She said, yes, I know it. Very well, I know it. You wanted it. There is no doubt on this. Retorted my mother. What is meant by retorted? Answered very quickly. Mother also answered very quickly. But she was drowned in our clamor of questions. We had a number of questions related to this. We children have a number of questions related to this to ask my father, to our father. Okay. And my mother, she was not at all happy with this. She got angry. She drowned. On the field path, my father had found a dead mother rabbit and 3 dead little ones, this one alive but unmoving. And my father, he said, where did he get it? From where did he get it? For the number of questions asked by us to our father, he gave answer. On the field path, my father had found a dead mother rabbit and 3 dead little ones, this one alive but unmoving. And my father told us that when he was coming through the field, he found a dead mother rabbit and other 3 dead little rabbits in the field path. And among them there was one, it was alive but not moving. Clear? That is this rabbit. But what had killed them, Daddy? And again children asked some question. Daddy, what had killed them? I couldn't say, my child. I should think she had eaten something. I couldn't say the exact reason. She had eaten something, some kind of poisonous things she had eaten. Why did you bring it? Again my mother's voice of condemnation. Again mother was getting angry. She was getting angry and tell, why did you bring it? Actually, I couldn't understand. Why did you bring it here? You know what it will be. You know what is going to happen. My father made no answer, but we were loud in protest. My father, he kept mum. For this, my father did not give any answer. Just he kept mum. But we were loud in protest. We children made noise. He must bring it. It is not big enough to live by itself. We have our own reasons to carry that here, because that rabbit was a very small one and it could not live there itself. It was very small enough to live itself. It would die, we shouted, and we children shouted at mother. Yes, it will die now, and then there'll be another outcry. Yes, that is why I said, I'm sure it will die soon. Then there will be another outcry here. What is meant by outcry? Strong reaction of sadness. Again you will start crying regarding this. That is why I told this matter now. Yes, and it will die now, and then there'll be another outcry. My mother set her face against the tragedy of dead pets. Our hearts sank, and mother had many reasons behind it. She is behaving like this because of many reasons. You know that father carried many pets there in their home. Everything died in their own home. Okay, they could not survive in their home, and these children, they started crying regarding this. Clear? That is why mother said so. It won't die, father, will it? Why will it? It won't. And we children, we were very much upset about the life of this rabbit. We asked our father, Father, it will not die. Will it? Why will it? It won't. Father, will it die? No, it won't. Actually, these children like very living creatures very much. Okay, they want to get it. I should think not, said my father. So he said, I should think no, but I cannot predict, I cannot say. You know well enough it will. Haven't we had it all before? Said my mother. Again mother's sound came there. She said, this is not the first time we are experiencing the same. We had many experiences like this. You know well enough it will. You know it very well that it will die. And haven't we had it all before? We had many experiences like this before, said my mother. They do not always pine. What does it mean? Do not always pine? Don't always become sad. And every time it will be sad. It will not be sad. Okay. Father said, don't think like so. Sometimes this time it can survive. Every time we won't get the pain. That is what given here. Do not always pain. Do not always become sad. We will not always become sad. Okay. He also have some expectation regarding this. But my mother reminded him of other little wild animals he had brought, which had sulked and refused to live and brought storms of tears and trouble in our houses of lunatics. And read here many wild animals to this home. But such animals couldn't survive in our home. Moreover, the death of that animals made my children unhappy and sadness. It carried my children to unhappy and sadness. That is why I reminded you again and again, don't carry such things to my home. That was my mother's opinion. So my dear children, let's stop this lesson here. I have some questions related to this lesson. Let me read the question and you have to write all these questions and its answer in your notebook. Okay? Please write the question. What is meant by a morsel? I told you what is a morsel. Clear? What is meant by a morsel? Second question. Did the children know about the rabbit before their father got it? Did the children know about this rabbit before their father got it? Then third question. Where had father picked up the rabbit from? That also I told you, from where did father get this rabbit? Next, last question. What was mother's objection? What was mother's objection? Okay children, don't forget to write in your notebook, read the textbook very well and you will get all the answers from the textbook itself and write it in your notebook. Now it's the time for winding up. Thank you. Have a nice day.